Hi everybody. Happy April Fool's Day. I hope you're all staying in the house and safe with your families. I really was hoping to wake up today on April Fool's Day and find out this coronavirus was all an April Fool's joke, but it's not. So I decided to pull out a new punch from Creative Memories. This is the Baroque Frame Punch, and it looks like it might do a bunch of different things. I thought it was just a border punch like the other ones, and if you didn't see the other videos with the border punch, you can make a beautiful 12-inch border with a design. With that, you'll use these marking tools here on the front to line up your paper. Take a 12-inch sheet of paper, put it in, and when you do that, you line it up with that little mark on the front. Give it a punch, slide it down, and then you just line up what you just punched out with the blue markings down there on the page. And you just slide it along. Go down to the next one, line it up so the no blue shows. Make sure this is up against the side so you're going straight. And just work your way down. There you go. Very pretty. But I'm sure didn't discover it. I didn't come up with it. They do a lot of things very intentionally. This I made with a 4-inch square piece of paper. So if you start with a 4-inch square, and you'll see that Creative Memories did something really nice. There's a line right here and a line right there. When you actually, I need to back up. That's for the 6-inch square. So we'll go ahead and do the 6-inch square first using these lines. That's going to give you this design over here. So instead of, when you put your paper in this time, instead of lining it up at that marking, slide your paper over and line it up with this line right here. Slide it over and cover your blue. Punch again. Turn it. Line it up. And just go around and do all 4 sides that way. And now you have this lovely, nice little frame. So that's one. With your 4-inch piece of paper to get this cute little thing, you will use these markings. So put it in. I'll get this right. You'd still use those, but you center it so each side is on that line. And go around. Oops. There you have it. And then the last thing I did kind of just play with it. It's not perfect, but I think it's going to be useful. So you can put a little picture in there. And if you do line it up a little bit better than I do, you'll have it even around the sides. And how I did the round one, I start with a circle that I cut out using the largest of the circle patterns from the custom cutting system and the blue blade. And I cut that out. And now when you punch it, this is all eyeballing and saying a little prayer, I guess. So I center it in here. I'm just eyeballing some of these designs on here. And punch. Turn it a quarter way around. So if you're someone that has to have it perfect, this may not be a technique for you, because this is just eyeballing, kind of seeing how much of a design. I looked to see that it's a quarter of the way around. So again, play with it, eyeball it. Oh, let's see. And that looks, oh look, you can look right down here too. I just noticed that this time. These corners kind of line up with that little punch. Okay, so now that you have 4 sides done, now it's a matter of going back and getting the rest. So I'm gonna look here and see, line up these points. I've got about the same amount sitting out there. How'd we do? Let's go all the way around and see what we get. Sometimes if you just play with a punch, you come up with things that maybe wasn't intended. Maybe it was intended. And we'll keep going. Whoops. And you get a circle. Like I said, not perfect, but I think it's kind of cute. So if you're working in your scrap room because you have a lot of free time, give it a try. And those of you that are out in the medical field or police officer or anything that's a necessary worker, thank you right now for getting us through this. Happy scrapping, everybody.